Hello and welcome to my channel April Flower Arts. I'm Tushara. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my recipe for Chana Makhana. It's a delicious Indian curry with chickpeas in a buttery smooth sauce or gravy. Let's see how to make it.
In the first step, we'll make the sauce or the gravy. So we'll heat 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter in a pan. You could also use ghee. Vegans can use margarine or any other plant-based cooking oil. Once the butter heats up, we'll reduce the heat to low-medium and add some whole spices such as 1-inch piece of cinnamon, a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera, and 5 to 6 cloves. These are the basic whole spices you need. The next ones are optional. If you have them on hand, you may use them, such as 1 to 2 bay leaves, half a teaspoon of fennel seeds or saunf, 1 or 2 green cardamom or elaichi, and few black peppercorns. We'll quickly saute the spices for a few seconds and then add a tablespoon each of sliced garlic and ginger and saute for about 30 seconds. Then we'll add 2 cups of sliced onions and some salt to quickly cook the onions. We'll saute them at medium-high heat until they turn a little brown, which not only gives a great color to the curry, but also the caramelization adds a nice flavor and slight sweetness. Alright, the onions have gotten a nice brown color. It might take about 6 minutes. Then we'll turn the heat to a minimum and add some ground spices such as a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of coriander powder, and a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. You may add this as per your taste or totally skip it if you want a milder version, and half a teaspoon of kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, which is totally optional. We'll quickly cook the spices at low heat for half a minute. Then we'll add 1 to 1.5 cups of ripe tomatoes. To give a nice color and texture to the sauce, it is key to select really soft, ripe and red tomatoes. Here I'm using canned tomatoes because this was what I had on hand at this time and it works really well for this recipe. We'll keep the heat at medium and slowly cook the tomatoes for about 10 minutes. We'll give it a stir every 2 to 3 minutes to prevent it from sticking to the bottom. So after 10 minutes, the tomatoes have cooked down and the contents no longer stick to the pan. We'll now transfer it onto a plate and allow it to cool down a bit before blending it. Meanwhile, I'd like to talk about the chickpeas. For this recipe, you'll need 1 cup of dried chickpeas, which you need to soak in plain water overnight or at least 4 to 6 hours, and then cook them until they are soft like this and easily squeezable. So the cooked chickpeas come up to 2 cups. If you want to avoid the whole process, you may use 2 cups of canned chickpeas, but make sure to drain out the water and rinse them to remove the excess salt. Alright, I just blended the tomato onion mixture into a smooth sauce. You will need about 1 to 1.5 cups of water. We'll transfer it back to the pan at medium heat and bring it to a boil. Keep stirring continuously. In the meantime, we'll also add salt to taste, and I'd like to add half a teaspoon of garam masala powder, which is totally optional. So if you did not add all of the spices in the beginning, and if you want to spice up the curry a little bit more, you can add the garam masala powder. So once the sauce begins to bubble, we'll reduce the heat to a minimum and add the cooked chickpeas. Simmer the curry for about 5 minutes. You may even mash up a few chickpeas to get a thicker curry. Or you can add a little bit more water at this point if you find the curry to be too thick. After 5 minutes of simmering the curry, I'm gonna add half a cup of half and half or 10% milk, or you may add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream Vegans may use 2 tablespoons of cashew or almond butter or pasted cashew or almonds, or just half a cup of thick and creamy cashew or coconut milk. The idea is to give the creamy, rich taste of a typical makhana sauce. We'll keep stirring and cook it for 3 more minutes at low heat. I also like to add 1 or 2 teaspoons of sugar or brown sugar just to give the typical sweetness of the makhana gravy, but it's also optional. And finally, we'll finish it with chopped coriander leaves or cilantro. Butter chickpeas goes well with basmati rice, roti, naan, or any other bread of your choice.
Hope you liked my recipe for chana makhana or butter chickpeas. If you do so, please hit the like button, and if you try it, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit on the bell icon to keep watching my new videos. Until next time, it's bye from me. Thanks for watching.